Great to see so many people here today, and I want you to meet the UALR Athletic Department's new first family. It's so good to see all of you here today. Thank you for being here, and I relish the chance to address Trojan fans and supporters, so I'm going to make just a few remarks, and then we'll really get to the business at hand. The first thing I need to do is thank a fellow over here named Bob Denman. Bob Denman. On September the 12th, we announced that he was going to be interim AD, and I think we shocked the world, and it's one of those decisions. Yeah, it's one of those decisions that was such a good one, and he's done wonderful things for the university and for athletics this fall, and I am in his debt, and you are in his debt, and I want to say that publicly. And I want to tell you that I'm feeling greatly relieved today to be at the end of this process. It's a search and decision process that has had many, many hours devoted to it. And if we could get that number, all the people that have been involved, it would be a rather impressive number. But there is someone else that I need to thank, and that's Dr. Sandra Robertson right here, who chaired the search committee. And there are a number of other search committee members in the room, and I want to express my appreciation to all of you. And then to many other people who in a variety of ways communicated with me and expressed their opinions, their evaluations, their judgments, very frank judgments regarding all of the candidates, and I took all of that very seriously, benefited from it, and appreciated it very, very much. And I'll tell you that I personally have devoted a lot of time to this decision, including even in the holidays. And I did that because I knew that you wanted me to make the right choice. And I wanted to make the right choice. So let me offer just a very few observations about our new Director of Athletics. His name is Chasse Conque. The employers for whom he has worked through the years, to a person, in every job that he has ever held, have nothing but high praise for his person, his abilities, and for his performance as a professional. Chasse Conque is a leader. He's ambitious and energetic. He's unassuming, but nonetheless persistent and self-confident. And he is a solid person in all respects. People trust him, they respect him, they enjoy working with him, and they are motivated by him to do well. Chasse brings the advantages of both an insider and an outsider. An insider who doesn't have to start at ground zero, but already has considerable knowledge of the people, the challenges, the opportunities, the environment, the context of athletics at UALR. But he also brings some distance, some freshness, an outsider's perspective. He's beholden to no one in the department, and it's a rare opportunity you have to hire such a person. And we all know he brings a critical skill in fundraising experience. I might add in passing, I see some people here who will appreciate this. He holds an MBA degree from UALR. The fact of the matter is I actually think that the MBA is a very flexible and a very good degree for someone to hold, and it certainly is a source of pride that UALR is his graduate alma mater. Beyond that, and because he is a relatively unassuming person, sometimes people may not notice, but he brings a passion for intercollegiate athletics that will give him energy and will propel Trojan athletics forward to a program that's a great credit to the university, one in which we graduate students, one in which we are competitive in all sports, and one that is a great asset for our city. I will tell you that I have complete confidence that Chasse Conque is the leader Trojan athletics needs. I introduce him now. I ask you to listen and give him your strong, enthusiastic support. Chasse Conque.
Wow, this is unbelievable. What an opportunity. A little overwhelming right now, but one that we're excited about. So you can see with our young family, we're trying something here. We don't know if it'll work, so bear with us, but let me start by introducing them. This is my wife, Lisa. Lisa's been married for 4.5 years. She's going to kill me for this, but about maybe a little over a decade ago, Lisa attended UALR, and she was on the homecoming court, back maybe at the Alltel Arena days, and legend has it she was just 6 votes shy of being crowned homecoming queen. So I think she's overcome that, but obviously loves UALR, and this university means a great deal to her. We have twin daughters, Juliana and Sydney, that are 2.5 years old. And then our newest addition, Adeline, who is just 5 months old today. So they very special to me and play a big part of our life, in my life. And then my in-laws, Ed and Debbie McWilliams, great support structure here in Little Rock. Don't want to go any further without thanking our Chancellor, Dr. Joel Anderson, for his vote of confidence, for entrusting me with this department, this role, and for your work as Chancellor and your leadership here. I look forward to working with you in this new position. He mentioned the search committee. I see Mr. Crass here. I know several others are probably here. What a great process. It was efficient, very professional. I obviously got the outcome that I was looking for, but it was a real joy to be on campus that day and a half, and it went really well. And of course, Dr. Robinson led that charge. And then Bob Denman. Bob, thank you. Thank you for obviously your work here at the university. Bob's our Vice Chancellor for Development, has done remarkable things, but his role as interim AD has been extremely critical these past few months. And Bob's already laid some great groundwork moving forward, and he is so respected by not only our faculty on campus, but our staff in our department, the coaches, the student athletes, and your friendship and mentorship has meant a great deal to me. So thank you, Bob. Again, this is an exciting day for my family. Tremendous opportunity. It's been a dream of mine, and I mean that seriously. I think some kids grew up wanting to be cowboys and Indians. I want to be a college athletic director. I mean that. And of course, I've lived that life. My parents and my mom and dad couldn't be here today, but extremely grateful for the values they instilled in me, but also teaching me about this profession, how to treat people, how to respect people. So growing up in this world and dreaming about this leads to a really exciting day here for our family. I spent 5 wonderful years here on this campus. It didn't take me long to quickly realize how special of a place UALR is and the role it has in our community and in our state. I'm a Little Rock guy. I'm the local guy. I've been here for 15 years here in Central Arkansas, a decade here in Little Rock. And I know our campus, I know our university, I know our community, I know our people, but I'm very passionate about our city. And with that said, Little Rock deserves a strong Division I Department of Athletics. It's plays a major role. We have a lot of wonderful things in our community, and we can just be that extra piece that we all want it to be. We have a strong tradition and a rich tradition of excellence. We have some of the brightest and most talented student athletes in the country. We'll remain committed to graduating our student athletes like we have for many, many years at an extremely high level, and that's something that we're all very, very proud of. But make no mistake, we are committed to winning championships. We are committed to putting the winning products on our courts and field of play, and we know that the points of pride that surround a strong department of athletics that goes a long way in our community. In order for us to propel this to the next level, in order for us to take the next step, it's going to take every one of us. You all being here today, it sends a clear signal that there's a lot of support for this university and a lot of support for this department. But it's going to take our alumni. It's going to take our former lettermen, which I see several of you guys here today, Coach Turner. It's going to take our faculty and our staff, our student body. It's going to take us continuing to build strong partnerships within our community. And that's something that all of you can help with. We can all open doors, we can all engage people, and that's something I will take very seriously, and that's something our staff will do each and every day. I really feel the partnership starts right here. It starts here on our campus. I look forward to working with our student body, our faculty and staff. I look forward to engaging our students and having them understand and help realize the added value we bring to their collegiate experience. They deserve a good partnership and a strong athletics program, one that they can be proud of, one that they can go back to their hometown and talk about the Little Rock Trojans, and people know what they're talking about. They know the success we're having. They will help us tell our story. I look forward to forging new partnerships in the community, renewing relationships, and building on the many successes and traditions that we've had around here for a long time. I'll close by saying this. I can't guarantee wins or losses. I can't guarantee championships. But I can tell you that we will run a first-class program, first-class department. We will work hard each and every day to make you all proud. We will advocate for our student athletes. We will do everything in our power to give our coaches the tools that they need to be successful. We will run a transparent department, one that's built on integrity and high character and a strong work ethic. And I can tell you, at the end of the day, we're all going to be very proud because there's a very bright future here for UALR athletics. So thank you all so much. This is, again, an incredible day. I know we'll field some questions here in a minute. But this is tremendous. It means a lot to Lisa and to me and our family. But this clearly shows the support for this department and this community. And I can't thank you all enough. I hope I have the chance to at least shake everyone's hand before we leave here today. Go Trojans.
That a great beginning. Now, in a moment, Chase will be available for questions here on the mic, and I will also, and then we both will hang around a while for reporters and others that may want to chat later. But I want to say one thing to all of you, but particularly UALR employees. He doesn't come on board here until January 20. So in the meantime, he's working for someone else. We need to respect that and not overwhelm him with advice and great ideas and phone calls. Now, I will make one exception. If it was your intention to send him a letter and enclose a great check for UALR athletics, you disregard what I have said. But otherwise, let's be sensitive to the circumstance that he's in. Now, are there questions? Come on back, Chase.
Chase, can you just run me through the timeline and everything, just kind of when you saw the position open and when it was something you kind of identified as something you wanted to go after and everything?
Sure. September 14th. I knew that I knew this was something, and obviously my wife and I, we talked a lot about it. We understand the challenges and what this job holds, but immediately piqued my interest. Went through the process and applied in the 2-week period. I was brought to campus on December 17th and had a great day here. And then this week, obviously, we received the call from the Chancellor, and here we are today.
I was wondering, with some of Mr. Denman's ideas to get more students involved, are you going to bring in new ideas for student involvement in the games?
I'm going to pick his brain first. Yes, something I talked about during the process that I would like to do, and it will give us some time, I think, to establish this. But I would like to have as many of our registered student organizations involved, and our student leaders on our campus. I would love to have a counselor committee that represents the entire campus community, and just meet with them 3-4 times a year. Go to them, have them come here, have them interact with our coaches and our staff, but begin building that bridge and that partnership there. I think it'll be a great venue for them to express what they want to see from us. But I'm convinced that a strong showing of support from our campus community will have a tremendous ripple effect into the city.
Chancellor? Chase, obviously didn't have as much, just administrative athletic department experience as some of the other candidates. I mean, what would you say to someone who, kind of questions his just day-to-day kind of running of the athletic department and everything?
I would say the proof of the pudding will be in the eating, and I'm quite confident of the performance. When you're choosing someone for an administrative position, this is a senior administrative position, athletics director at a university, and it takes a broad skill set. You have to have people who are very capable of managing folks and hiring people and dealing with budget, dealing with public relations kinds of activities, and of course in athletics there's issues that are unique to that kind of business. And so you make an all things considered judgment with regard to candidates. You look at their experience, you look at their skill sets, you take very seriously what people who know them well say about them. And in addition to those kinds of professional considerations, one of the things that you pay attention to are the person. What's the character, what's the integrity, what's the record, what can you expect as you and other people work with this person over a number of years. And it was an easy, those were 3 very good candidates, by the way. I felt very good about the candidates, and I didn't move quickly to a decision on it at all. It actually was only on Saturday. I re-interviewed a couple of the candidates last week by telephone at some length, including Chase, and then after that made what I considered a comfortable, all things considered judgment that I felt really good about. And then I called him Sunday afternoon, and yesterday we got things all wrapped up. And I will say, with reference to him and the other candidates, that if I'd called him yesterday afternoon or Sunday afternoon and he had said, well, I'm sorry, I've changed my mind, I would have been disappointed. But on the other hand, I would have quickly dialed another candidate and felt good about it. I think that says something about the quality of the options that we had at that circumstance. But well, all right. Again, a big thank you to all of you for coming. Good days for Trojan Athletics ahead, and now let's enjoy some refreshments and some fellowship. We're adjourned.